It's your girl Kaelyn Ryan, and I'm back again with another video. For those of you who don't know, I am a broadcast journalist on my journey towards the big screen. Okay, if you're new, please be sure to subscribe and stay in the know of any future content I have going forward, and I'm happy that you're here. On this channel, we talk about a variety of things, but more importantly, it all comes back to God. So today we're going to discuss the unfortunate argument that took place on Love and Hip Hop between Erica Mena and Spice. If you're unfamiliar with the show follows the lives of people who are in that lifestyle. If you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you're dating an artist, if you want to be an artist, if you know somebody that knows somebody, you get casted for the show and your life plays out. Erica Mena has been in front of our faces for some years now. One of her earliest debuts was in the Yo music video with Chris Brown. If you're unfamiliar with who Spice is, she is a Jamaican artist who's come to America to make a name for herself. I haven't followed the previous seasons very closely, but I can say that I know that they developed a friendship at some point.
You kissed because I love you, but bitch, I want you to think that I came to you with the drama that's going on. I was actually upset what was happening to you, yeah. So much so that me and my friend, we fasted for 2 days. I didn't, I prayed.
Wait a minute, wait, hold on.
Shoes, you telling me you wouldn't feel no type of way as a woman?
What do you mean if I was in your shoes? In what way? What do you mean? Because I feel like your problem is, Erica, you feel like you're the first woman to be divorced.
This conversation is not going anywhere. Unfortunately, it takes an extreme left turn at this moment.
Acting like you're the first woman that's left with 2 children. I've been doing it for 14 years. I've been doing it for 16. Okay, with your son, I don't like you. You should have died. You want to mention my kid? You should have died. Let me out. Your son hates you. Your son hates you. Monkey, you blue monkey.
Erica, I cannot believe you. You just called this girl a monkey. You have Jamaican children. Would you like if somebody called your children monkeys?
You should have died, ho. Serve your monkey. In the car. Hearing that she wish I died on the table and giving me all these racial slurs.
Yeah. So before I say anything else, Erica Mena apparently has now been fired from filming next season's Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, production still chose to use the footage and post it and capitalize off of it and give her a check still nonetheless. But I guess they find themselves punishing and reprimanding her by taking her off next season's contract. Okay, whatever. So there's a lot to unpack here. Yes, the obvious colorist and derogatory comparison to Spice and any animal, specifically a monkey, as we all know the history with that and how we've been compared to that, or how they think that that's where we've come from. So there's no argument there. You guys can fight about it in the comments of how you feel about that comment. I do feel like it was wrong, but what got me more than even that, because this isn't Erica Mena's first time comparing a black person to an animal, specifically a monkey. So, I mean, they keep giving her the camera time. I'm not surprised at her behavior. But what hit me at the core was when she said that you should have died.
You should have died. You want to mention my kid? You should have died.
What? The purpose of this video is to just remind people of their words. Your words create the life you live. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. That's what the word says. So if you're speaking death, basically, which is anything negative or opposite of what Christ says about your life and your day, that's already one thing. But she literally spoke death by saying you should have died. I don't think people recognize the gravity in what they say, because what you wish upon others, you'll get that. The seeds that you sow, you'll reap. That scripture that says pressed down, shaken together, and running over, yeah, we use that during tithe and offerings in the church because that does matter, but it has to do with the seeds that you sow on the ground in general. You'll reap that, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Your cup runneth over of whatever you've sown. So if you've sown negativity, hate, death wishes, if you've sown all that, your life will look like that and worse. It's not lost on anybody that Erica has gone through a lot in the media, and if you just look up certain things, you will see that her life hasn't been easy. And there's lifing, and then there's you reaping what you sow.
Have fought through some dark time. Like literally, I couldn't get out of bed, guys. There was days I could not eat. But at the same time, I have to face my kids. Done a lot of therapy since. Found so many lessons that I needed to learn. Able to tap into, like, I attracted this energy into my life. Yeah.
What people call is karma, but in the Bible, it's called reaping what you sow. So her life looks the way it looks because of how she talks. So I just want us to be very mindful of that. I'm not saying that Spice wasn't wrong, but nothing that was said or done would take a friend from saying that, oh, I fasted for you, to you should have died. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That was sitting right here. That came out quickly. You either already felt that, thought that, or kind of wish it already happened for you to be able to spew that out and spew that ugliness out so quickly. But everybody in the world needs to watch their words. I'm not putting her on a cross and crucifying her as if she's the only person to have ever said anything outlandish on a platform. But this one really struck a chord with a lot of people on the internet and in the world, and I just wanted to cover it as well. Before we go, I wanted to show you guys a few scriptures about what God says about your words. So Psalms 19:14 says, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer." Psalms 34:13 says, "Then keep your tongue from speaking evil and your lips from telling lies." Psalms 141 verse 3 says, "Set a guard over your mouth. Lord, keep watch over the doors of my lips." Keep watch. It's because you gotta, Proverbs 10:19 says, "Too much talk leads to sin. Be sensible and keep your mouth shut." The Bible literally says right here, keep your mouth shut. People are talking too much. Shut up. Proverbs 10:31 says, "The mouth of the godly person gives wise advice, but the tongue that deceives will be cut off." Proverbs 12:14 says, "Wise words bring many benefits." So obviously the opposite of that is unwise words, stupid words, mean words, death-driven words would bring that form of destruction. If wise words bring benefits, horrible words bring punishment. Do you want to be punished? No. Watch your words. Proverbs 13:3 says, "The one who guards his mouth preserves his life. The one who opens wide his lips comes to ruin." All them people, I'm telling it like it is. I'm always going to say how I feel. I can't be fake. It's fake for me to, I love you, so I'm just going to say how I feel. No, that's how I feel. She needs to know about, he needs to know. I need to tell them about themselves. All that. Your wide lips are ruining you. You're being ruined if you already aren't so far. Look around at your life, and does it look like the life that God planned for you? Do you recognize you saying certain things about yourself like, oh my gosh, I'm dead. Oh my gosh, girl, I might die by 30. Oh my gosh, we almost died tonight. What if we just got shot right now? Oh my gosh, girl, I wouldn't Wow, if I was them, I'd kill myself. Like, people say stuff casually. Either there's a mean spirit behind it or they really are just unaware of the weight that their words hold. So if you find that you're saying like, oh my gosh, I'm so sick. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm dying. People say that at my job all the time. They come up to me exhausted about whatever they're doing at the moment. And literally their words are each time like, what the heck? I don't know if the Lord sends them to say that to me so I can send them back with new words. But when I tell y'all, it happens a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. And then I say, no, you're not. You're living. You're just tired. Okay? And they say, no, you're right. And I'm like, stop saying you're dying if you don't want to die. Simple as that. Say the truth. You're tired, but you're dying. Do you want to? Okay, so let's not say that because the words we say frame the life we live. All right, that's all I got to say. I do want us to be sure that, yes, we do discuss these things that happen in media and pop culture, but we are charged to pray for these people, okay? If a low moment of your life was played out on television, sure, you would want some form of grace as well. So this doesn't exonerate what she's done and what she says. It's absolutely deplorable. Spice has wrongs as well in the situation. They both need to watch what they say. They both need to check their heart and figure out why they can be so violent with their words and why it comes out with such visceral and such animosity, because that's sitting right here. If you don't have it to give, you won't be able to give it. So if I don't have hate in my heart, I won't have hate to give it. If I don't have racism in my heart, I won't have racism to spew out. You feel me? And what you say in your private time often will flow into the public. So watch what you say when it's just you as well, because God is there and God is watching. And habits are formed in any way of our life, and that is also with our words. So if you find yourself saying something often, don't be surprised if you slip up and say it at that family dinner, or if you slip up and say it on live television. You know what I mean? Just don't make a practice out of that. I'll do another video about curses and speaking curses and curse words and what that actually means. I'll do that in another video. But until then, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below your thoughts on the situation. And let's just lift both of those ladies up in prayer, because that's what we all need, you know? Yeah. I love you guys for watching. Thank you. And I will see you in another video.